Mic check. Hey, what's up, Vuk? What's up, Wastoid? Oh, I forgot to change the, Forgot to change the category. We're gonna do a couple hours of Final Fantasy and then switch to Kana in a couple hours. What's up, y'all? All right. Vuk, you were able to fix your Blizzard launcher? Congratulations. How did you do it? What ended up fixing it? All right, let's see how the camera, see how she looks. Hey, we're decent enough. Decent enough. That's true. I never did put on a fancier shirt. Let me go put on a fancier shirt. I just got done working out a little bit. Oh, the Windows virtual machine files were corrupt or damaged. I am familiar somewhat with the virtual machine. So what did you have to do? Did you have to reinstall the whole thing? All right, Chatterinos. Got a plan here today. For a couple hours. We're going to do a couple hours of Final Fantasy. Let me put the plan up. Let me share the plan with you. Plan Final Fantasy Online until about 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll take a short... Actually, I won't even say that. Then we switch to Kana Bridge of Spirits until about 9 p.m. What happened to my message? There it is. See how this came out. Final Fantasy Online until 5 p.m. Then we switch to Kana, Bridge of Spirit till about 9 Eastern Time. There we go. That is exactly the plan. Well, my plan for Final Fantasy here is to practice Astrologian. You uninstalled, reinstalled it, restarted, and then installed it. Oh, nice. Oh, what are these? What are these? Circle of Scorn and Shirk? What in the world are those? Hang on, before I switch, this is Paladin. What in the world are those? Circle of Scorn? Oh, it's a new AoE. It really replaces combo action? Total Eclipse. What the hell is Total Eclipse? Supposed to do both of them? Oh, we're supposed to do both of them. Huh. I never knew that. I never noticed that. And then there's this one. Oh, which is damage over time. I see, said the blind man. These are my stuns. Okay. We're not going to play Paladin, but interesting. Then there's another move here that we What is this thing? Shirk? No, I don't want that. Ugh. Nice job, Vuk. So you can get back to playing some Blizzard games. All right, we're going to switch to Blizzard games, yeah. Yeah, everybody's favorite. Gonna practice some Astrologian here. I'm gonna do some job quests. I want to get this class up, and I want to do this on stream. So here we are. Which means it's time to do some voice acting. What is this? Hey, Josh. Welcome on into the broadcast. We need to travel up here. Is that doable? If I go up here to the pillars, how exactly do I get up there? Oh, I do need to go to the Astrologian place because I've never picked up the quest. What's up, Josh? Welcome to the broadcast today. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. You're off tomorrow. Nice, nice. Hope you have a good day off coming up. How was the movie? Did you go see that movie last night? 28 centuries later. What just happened? We switched to Dancer? I've never played Dancer, actually. I've yet to try it. Ooh. Alright, it's voice acting time, y'all. I gotta remember how to pronounce, or how to do this guy here. Jan Quinar. You haven't been able to see it yet? We both got a little sick. Ew. That's poopy. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you doing well, Yuna? Well then, that at least makes two of us. I I cannot keep such important news from you, Yuna. Lady Leviva and Quimpere, just last night they fell victim to another ambush at the hands of bandits. The ever-resourceful Quimpere proved his invaluable worth, once again with a dashing display of chivalry that would shame any knight in the sea, a statement that attests to the sorry state of our knights. But that is a chat we can have over a different cup of tea. When Lady Leviva attempted to retire to a room at that filthy inn in the Broom, I had our sorely disused second floor cleared and furnished with trappings from my own home. She's up there now and asked to see you the moment you arrived. Your throat and nose are bothering you? That sounds terrible. That sounds very uncomfortable. AKA terrible. I mean, I know, things could be worse, but that sounds, man, you'd have to pay me, like, $500 to $1,000 to willingly take on those symptoms. I really don't enjoy those symptoms at all. So I feel for you, man. Wait, you don't seem at all surprised to see me here. Did Jan Quinar tell you of the attack? Damn the fool. And after I told him to keep his mouth shut. Though, I suppose I must bear some of the fault for ever thinking he could do as he was told. Now, I suppose you are wondering why I summoned you here to these makeshift chambers. And no, it has not to do with the bandit attacks. It appears are much more common in your realm than I thought. There are times when the heavens may provide you with a vision of a future that is slightly beyond your original aim. In these cases, the stars are not flawed, only out of order. So by shuffling a card back into the deck, we are in no way ignoring or denying a future, merely postponing a reading intended for a later date and replacing it with something that better pertains to the present. I trust that you will pick up this technique swifter than Jan Quinar. That's it? That's all it took to complete that job quest? My god. That took 2 minutes. I've been holding off doing this job quest for stream. We did it in 2 minutes, y'all. That's frickin' funnies. Are you ready, my pupil? The gate to the four heavens awaits. However, the location I've chosen for attunement will not remain the most optimal for long. You are to 3, 6, 9. You are to travel with Yanquinar, and I will make the journey with Quimperain. There are no objections? Good. Off we go. Off we go. Alright, so we just got a new skill to pay the bill. Draw that card. Here it is. Aspected Helios. So instead of Helios, let's remove that. And we just got an upgraded heal. Feels good, man. So Helios, for those who don't know, was restore health to everybody. But this one restores health to everybody in addition to regenerative. It says cure potency 200 and then the regen is 100. Damn, that's a strong regen. Okay. What's this guy want? Speak with Yanquinar. If it is Lady Laviva you seek, she just left with Quimperain for Limsa Lominsa. If you make haste, you may still be able to catch them at the airship landing. Me, as much as I would like to indulge myself on the pillows of Rotano pleasure barges, there's a congress to be held in the vault, and all the prominent houses have been summoned. My presence at such an event would be sorely missed, so I fear this next lesson must needs proceed without me. I'm certain that Lady Laviva will understand. I can always hope... Nope, that's not the right phrase. Also, I need a spoon. Oh, I do have a spoon here. I can always open the third gate another day. Or was it the fourth? Third or fourth? It is of no matter. The stars certainly will not be going anywhere. Alright, I just got greeted by a dog here. Let me put the camera on him. There's the munchkin. Hey, hey, what's up, Meat Plow? Been very good, thank you. Clocked in at under 200 pounds today. For the first time in a couple years. So I'm pretty damn thrilled. How are you doing, Meat? You gonna be watching any playoff football today? Hope you're having a good weekend as well, Mr. Plow. Plowing it. Should we buy some eggs? Let's buy some eggs. You never have enough. So in my inventory... Houston at New England starts shortly. Yeah, I'm actually... Do you care who wins? Oh, that's true. The night game is Chicago. I don't remember who your team even is. Forgive me. Forgiveth me. The eggs. We got 223 eggs here. Y'all hungry? Milady, the Lady Laviva is missing. We disembarked the airship together, but became separated in the chaos at the landing. Seeing as how the lady has found herself the victim of bandit attacks twice since arriving in Eorzea, I fear she may be targeted once again, especially considering the location. This is my first time setting foot in Limsa Lominsa, but I've been made aware of its landmarks. Might I suggest we search independently, so that we might cover more ground? I shall start with several of the seemingly more disreputable locations, such as the Drowning Wench, the Astalicia, and the Missing Member. Would Milady be so kind as to search Fisherman's Bottom and the Coral Tower? Let us meet at the Seventh Sage once our survey is complete. Well, As long as we don't have to miss our member. You're a Patriots fan. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you lucky over the last 20 years? We always win. Must be nice. Must be nice. You know, we could take... This does not seem like the way to go. Is this the way to go? This sure doesn't seem like the way to go. Maybe it is. Eh. Looks like this was the way to go. Holy jeez. We need information from this person. 20-odd summers since I spilled from Mima's loins, and ain't once I ever heard the word Astrologian. Oh, it's a lady. Now, in the span of two bloody bells, I gone and met myself not one, but an honest-to-goodness pair of live star-gappers. Didn't see where that other fair-skinned lass buggered off to. Ones as that, though, oft end up on the pleasure barges if you catch me drift. Must be tough to pleasure a barge. John Locke from Lost would say, "Don't tell me what I can't do." Well, good luck to your team today, Meat Plow, and I most certainly hope it's an entertaining game. Houston is pretty good. I expect New England will win, if I were to guess a team. Hopefully I won't jinx you. Another Astrologian? How odd. It is not often that even our city-state, known for its diversity, welcomes a single reader of the stars through its gates, let alone two, and in the same day, no less. Yes, I took a few moments from my duties to speak with her about the city-state. She seemed quite interested in our dealings with the Sahagin, the Serpent Reavers, and the Gallian Empire. I told her what I could, but she left only after a few minutes. It was as if she thought she was being pursued, but the Sharlian was gone before I could assign her a yellow jacket escort. Well, good job not protecting her. The yellow dum-dum. Was kind of surprised the Eagles. Yeah, it is football, you know? Sometimes we lose. Just like Hearthstone. Sometimes we die. Other times we win. Most teams die. Death. It sucks. That's how the cookie crumbles, right? Brenba. Yeah, and then San Fran was not that great of a team, in my opinion. They were hobbled terribly with injuries. Yeah, we found a way to lose to them. And then they got blown out by Seattle. So no surprise there. Aye, I seen me a stuffy lass in rum garb, poking her loverly head in holes where it weren't wanted. 'Tis rare we get one so worldly down in the gurgling belly of the tower. I had to halt training to work out what the fuss was about. The maid inquired as to where she might find herself a nip or two of some of the strong stuff, so I pointed her in the direction of our resident apothecary, Carver Lane, or at the 7th Sage. Yeah, absolutely, Meat Plow. Seattle is very good. I completely agree. Don't mess with a Seahawk. Bite your damn head off. Soon you'll be missing your member. That was funny, man. There's a that's a reference to some place in this game called the Missing Member. It's like a bar or tavern or something. Funny name. Lady Una, I bear good tidings. The Lady Leviva is scheduled to return here within a matter of bells. It seems she entered a contract with Carverlane for the purchase of several of the apothecary's wares. An interesting girl, that one. Very rarely do we see young maidens walk the Leminson streets without escort, and almost never do they come to me seeking, spice. Still, she did appear quite uneasy, as if being watched or followed. Suspicions, I must say, not uncommon in our fair city. Might she be in some manner of trouble? Those few who agreed to speak with me at the drowning wench and the missing member claimed the same. My short stay on the Astrologian bore no fruit whatsoever. What were you able to find, milady?
Well, let me tell you. I found a few things out, man. Here I go, telling you.
I see. So we have ascertained that the lady is being followed, and that she's aware of the fact. If this is the case, I believe she will attempt to move somewhere she will be in plain sight of as many people as possible. I doubt that'll help in this town. Kidnappings and killings are conducted in broad daylight here, and when they happen, most people just keep their heads down, so as not to have them removed from their shoulders. 12, damn this town. Milady, I shall set out once more and try to locate Lady Leviva. There is still the chance she may return here on her own, so I ask that you remain in case she does. If she has not arrived at the rendezvous point by the time of her scheduled meeting with Carvalane, then we shall both go to the one location that is most populated after the sun falls in Limsa, the Drowning Wench. And that, friends, is a lot of reading. To start off, the stream rendezvous point. Where's that spoon? Ooh, we get to play. Prepping some tea here, chat. Pretty pumped for it. Pretty pumpernickeled for it. It appears that your companion is tied up. Not literally, I hope. Perhaps you should head to the wench and see if she is there like your friend believes. Though, I fear that if she did not make it that far, you may never find her again. At least not alive. Worry not, my starry-eyed friend. If, by chance, she were to arrive here after your departure, you have my word that no harm shall come to her while she remains behind the 7th Sage's doors. I don't know about these people. You have my word. What if I don't trust your word? I don't know. Carvalane? I don't remember who that is. Alright. Where to? Where to? Oh, did I? Hope the volume was not doubling up there. There wasn't. Hopefully there wasn't an echo. Ooh. Should be fixed now if there was an echo. A woman in black? What's wrong with the woman standing up for you? That's funny. She doesn't want to... What? That's all she says? Inquire with townspeople. Okay. See what this person says. I might have seen a lass scurrying off to the Hyaline. Pronunciation, what a bitch. Strengthen down here's. Might as well check down here to be thorough. Gotta run to the store in a few and get your meds and stuff for din. What you having for dinner? What are you cooking for us tonight, Wasteway? This is a shield, right? Gonna make that white Cajun chicken chili with some biscuits. Oh yeah. That sounds incredible. Gonna cook it yourself? The chicken? Nice. Very good. Suspicious Astrologian. Oh, look at that. That there, those about who would attempt to stall us must mean the lady something something something. I wasn't able to finish what that person said. Which way do we go? Person's going oh, it's Quimperain. Follow them. Going down here. Oh shit, what happened here? This is her. You remember you'll take a photo for Discord? Sounds good, man. I gave myself extra power right there. Do more damage. Astrologian style. Oh wow, they healed, okay. They gonna die. Is there something down here? There was nothing down here when I was here. Did something pop up? Oh, this is new. 2 of them now. Which one is the true Lviva? Neither one. Could be neither. Is that actually Lviva? We found her? Hey, what's up, Greg? Oh, we did find her. What's up, Greg? Welcome to the broadcast today. I signed on just a little bit early. Had a little bit of time to kill. Lady Lviva, you have my apologies. It was my fault I allowed us to become separated. Do not blame yourself, Quimperain. I sensed danger at the landing, and it was my instinct to run, as ever I have. I forgot that I could trust you. Unfortunately, by the time I realized such, there was no sign of you, so I did what I could to blend in, choosing crowded places, speaking with as many locals as possible, though all the while feeling there were unseen eyes watching my every move. By the time I realized that my pursuers were simply leading me away from you, night had already fallen, giving them the perfect opportunity to strike. It was then that I witnessed several of the bandits had disguised themselves in garbs similar to mine. I assumed this was to confuse the 3. 2 of you still searching for me. It was then I conceived the idea to play the part of an imposter myself. Why hide in the shadows when you can hide in plain sight? That was quite brilliant of you, Lady Lviva. May I ask, were you at any time able to discern who these pursuers were? The amount of effort put into your capture would suggest they are more than mere pirates looking to sell you to slavers. Unfortunately, no, and I wasn't able to walk up and ask them who they were who had hired them. That is all behind us now. Let us see if we can salvage something from this horrible night. The 4th gate ascends nearby, Yuna. Shall we not see it made yours? To the anchor yard. What's up, Greg? How's your Sunday going, man? It looked for a second my mic was muted there, but that wouldn't make sense. Chat would have told me. Well, I'll be a barnacle on a kraken's arse. If it ain't the star-gapping lassie come to scry us our fortunes. Tell us, which one of ye'll be dying first, like? The beet-red knight with a carp in his codpiece? Or the stern-faced venturer on her high hobby horse? You took a long nap. Nice, man. How's mine? It's been busy. Been busy, dude. Oh, it's been busy. Oh, excuse me. Got in a lot of exercise today and yesterday. Did a whole bunch of cleanings. Gotta heal this guy, otherwise he's gonna die. We could actually give him a regen. But it's been a good day, Greg. Appreciate you asking. I'm ready for a nap. But that's okay. Been tired all day. Yeah, some days are like that. Me too, actually. I second that. Something going around, Greg. Maybe we caught something, you know? It stinks to be a little low energy. I agree. I feel you, man. Nice. 70 consecutive. Damn, bro. That is legit. Appreciate all the support, man. Your camaraderie. What a comrade. I see comrade in you. We got dumped on heavy snow, so it made it really tough to walk today with the dog. I ended up having to get my 10,000 steps, half of them via treadmill, which was fine. I did it, and it was okay. I just would have preferred to be outside getting the fresh air. What was that? 70 streams? Dear Lord, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you always being here, man, or making a whole bunch of streams. Not always being here, but you know what I mean. It actually snowed down where you are this morning. Didn't stick, though, thankfully. Look at this Pikachu right there. Bopping this guy across the dome. Well, looks like I don't have to ask how much snow you got then, Greg. Lay down them weapons, or I'll cut the old man a new grin under his chin. I cannot believe that actually worked. Nor can I. But then again, never have I fought someone so credulous. Now let us do this as they do in the Fear Babes. You step over here. I let the man go. Easy peasy. They're gonna fall in love here. Wait, I know you. You're the bandit leader who attacked Lady Leviva's grandfather in the Black Shroud. Someone has a good memory for being so on in years. Well then, this changes everything. First off, I can finally drop this annoying pirate accent. And secondly, I suppose I can simply kill you now, rather than after pretending to let you go once the lady has drawn close enough. She sure looks it, Josh. Stop right there. Unhand that man or I'll have your head tarred and on the prow of a galley by cockcrow. First maniacal marauders, then feline fishers, and now the commodore of the Swiven thalassocratic navy. How many more gods is this machine going to drop on me? Until next time, Lady Leviva. That's a cool Astrologian. You have my apologies. I was a fool to fall for the bandit's trick. Yeah, you are a fool. You foolish fool. Amazing. In all my years, that was the first time I've ever seen that feigning death trick actually work. But now's not a moment to be dwelling on our many failings. I have a dastard to apprehend. You'd be surprised how often people run after being told to stop right there. Yeah, I bet. Stop right there! Oh, time to run. That's funny, man. That's so true. Man, if I was a teenager doing some mischief and a cop told me to stop right there, man, I would not. You gotta run if you're a teen. Pretty much, my opinion. But don't be doing that, kids.
Pay attention to authority.
I don't know. I don't even want to comment on that anymore. Let's keep going. Lady Lviva, that pirate, she was the same bandit who... Yes, I know. And that changes little, for I still have no idea who she may be, or who she may be working for. There is naught we can do until the Commodore brings the woman to justice, or until she decides to attack us again. What we can do is what we came here for. Yuna's training. Yeah, Josh, it was probably best that I shut my mouth there. I don't know, I wasn't going to say anything too controversial, but it is important to question authority. Lest you just want to be a bootlicker. We see how bootlicking is going nowadays, eh? Now, look to the stars and behold the arrow. The fourth heaven, or the heaven of wind, was created atop a lofty peak by Auchan, the wanderer, whose footsteps had been guided by the navigator. Fallout style. Josh, living underground. Did you ever play a Fallout game? We never talked about that series. I played a little bit of Fallout. The wind that blows off Limlane seas guides the arrow fast and true, and so shall it deliver the weary souls of those trapped in the mire of confusion, indecision, and over-contemplation. Yeah, I heard the TV show is very good. The fourth heaven has opened its gates, allowing you access to its sacred penetralia. From this day forth, its power is yours to interpret and wield. How was the show, Josh? I don't have Prime. That power will further aid you as you continue to hone your skills. Now let us return to Ishgard. I have a few words for a certain student of mine who felt inclined to forego this particular lesson. The main character's name? Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know. I don't know. Yosh. Joshua. 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 Show's great though. Yeah, I think I only played Fallout 3 back in the day. Long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. So, I was saying something earlier, which is right around 5 p.m. Eastern time when we switch games. I'm gonna take a few minutes of a break to go take the dog out, feed the dog, and get myself some oatmeal. And then I'll come back up here and play Kana for a few hours. But right around 5, I'm gonna take just a few minutes of a break to take care of all that stuff. Ah, Yuna. You might have had the decency to warn me that Lady Lviva was in a mood with me for not joining you. She seemed to think I was to blame for your misadventures. Now, why would that be? It is not as if my being there would have prevented the bandits from attempting to abduct Lviva, these being the same bandits who attacked you in the Black Shroud, which, by the way, is another location I was not at. This is plainly something far beyond our control. And furthermore, it is not as if I was merely sipping cordials and waltzing with baronets. Baronet? Baronet? Baronets. I was helping further our cause. I spoke with several high-ranking cardinals about Lady Lviva being granted the opportunity to speak at the vault regarding Charlian astrology. What do you think of that? I was politely turned down, of course, but it is the gesture. The gesture that will one day lead to another gesture, which will one day lead to a head inclined slightly in the general direction of another gesture. Little steps, my protege, little steps. And on that note, we're gonna hop into some dungeons. This should be fun. With this class. The difficult class we're playing right now. Astrologian. What's that, Josh? That like amazing but good? Talking about Fallout? The show? Red was melee. I gotta get myself back into this class. It's been a while since I played it up here at this level. Typically, I've been playing it on a leveling dungeon, which means it's pretty weak. But if we set our tank up with multiple regens, then he should be pretty safe. Very good, very good. They're all dead. You gotta stop talking with that accent, man. Addictive. It's like the South Park episode was addictive once upon a time, too. I got burned and I was about to die. Not good. Well, I managed to keep everyone alive, but it was a little rough at times there. But we did it. Our tank has multiple regens, so that should be very good. Very strong regen class. Those who might not know what regen is, it's just giving them a buff, which stands for health regeneration over time. So Tank Boy here will be regenerating health over time. I don't even have to like keep a heal on him. Just hit him once. This Astrologian has very strong regen healing. Like I put 1 regen, 2 regens on. Oh shit, he's dying. Even with all that regen, goddamn, bro. He almost died even with all this stuff I was giving them. God, this class is really cool. Oh, damn, I got thrown up in the air. Goddamn, bro. By this tornado right here. Bro, it hit me again. Not good. Damn tornadoes, man. Not cool. They're hitting this guy with a tank buster. Took a lot of damage there. Good thing we have regen, my favorite. Love regen as a healer, it's so nice. Put a couple of regens on them, you don't have to worry about them, unless they take massive, massive damage, which he was taking earlier. Yeah, you know, Josh, you're a healer. No, double regen. They're 2 different regens. You should know that from being a white mage, because you can do regen 2 different ways as well with white mage. Two of my skills grant different regens. So if I... Oh, shit, he's dying. So pretty much if you, yeah, you can put 2 different regens on them. One is Benefic, the other is Helios. Helios is like Medica, where it gives the whole team regen. Benefic, Aspected Benefic gives regen to just one person. I didn't know you were a noob healer. You seem to look good to me. I had no clue. Then why did you insist on playing healer that one night? You're funny, man. There's some, what? Very healers out there? I died. I don't remember dying under your watch. There's some good healers out there in Eorzea. Well, you look good to me. Yeah, but that was probably because I didn't know about to stand behind that crystal. There's a big dragon here. See this Helios right there? Aspected Helios gives everyone regen. This move right here, that's like Medica for White Mage. Now this skill right here, Aspected Benefit, gives him another double regen. Double regen. You're goddamn right. Yeah, I could even highlight it. Like this one here, Aspected Helios, additional effect, regen. It's on the left, you can't see it. Aspected Benefit, additional effect, regen. So yeah, you can, and the same thing with White Mage. You can stack those regens. It's very, very helpful. That way it takes the pressure off. Like, oh, just like right now when the whole team took damage right there, bro, everyone has regen on them. Like, literally everyone. All four of us. Jeez. So that way, if my team takes, my team, if my team here takes a lot of damage, it's kind of like you don't have to worry so much. Give them all regen again. And you give the tank 2 of them. Sometimes I give myself 2 of them as well. Because if I die, everybody dies? Not really, but sometimes that's true. But this is going very well. There have been some dicey moments, but I'm also very new at this job. So I had to, you know, the warriors seem to be... That was fun. We did very well as a team there. Sublime. You know, I have yet to play Machinist. I have yet to play Machinist, Gunbreaker, or Dancer. I got 1 commendation. I deserve more than 1. Keeping everyone alive. I did a decent job keeping everyone alive, too. Alright, on to the next dungeon here. Class Alcoholism. What? You're funny. You think you're real funny, do you? Yeah, I really want to play as all the different jobs in this game. Ooh, that dancer. We do have a dancer, and I don't know what this other class is. Gotta heal this guy, he's taking damage. What a mess. I'm just spamming heal on everybody there. How do I tell what job this is? A warrior. That's not a warrior. I don't think that's a warrior. No. It's Zodark there on the top left. I wonder what job that is. Zodark. They have a bow. That Bard? That's Bard, I think. Yeah, Zodark is definitely a Bard here. Hawk's Eye. The okay, so we have 2 ranged DPS. Okay. That matters for me. Because my buffs. Some of my buffs go to melee. Some go to range. Did I tell you you tried Nexus Clips? Is that... That was what we were talking about, right? Where it finds clips for you. So you don't have to go parsing through your whole VOD for good short form clips. Is that what that one was? Helps do some of that work for you. I'm pretty sure that was the one. How did it go? Use AI to scrub the stream for short form clips. I wonder how good it is. I'd worry that it might not be too good. Give me 1 second, buddy. I gotta... Part's a little dicey, as you can see. Dying. Tank is dying. Tank is alive. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sometimes I can't. This job requires my full attention sometimes. Now is one of those times in this tight little spot where damage can... I don't want damage to spike too hard on anybody here. There we go. I can actually see now. The automatic captions and framing are amazing, but you're not so sure about the actual looking for of clips. Yeah, that's what would worry me. That it might not find good stuff. This stuff might be just average or not even worth... Might not even be good clips, you know? But I hope it works out for you. You gotta keep me posted, man, on what you end up... If you end up leaving it behind, if you end up sticking with it. Josh, I don't know if I saw you last night when we streamed Kana. I don't think you were here for that. Dude, it was amazing. Bro, Kana was so good last night. I wish I could put it into words, man. It made me tear up. it hit me in my emotional funny bone. You know? It was really, really amazing, dude. Oh, you played the game. Dude, Taro, the first spirit. We beat the first spirit pretty much. Like the corrupted version of him. It was really, really, really good, man. So tonight we're gonna move on to starting the second spirit. And I'm really looking forward to it, man. That game was incredible last night. So we had to say goodbye to those two little children. Yeah, Taro's brothers, I guess they were his siblings. I don't know if they were brothers or sisters. And that was pretty sad, man. And like seeing their whole story was better than I... Yeah, the whole part of that story was just really, really, really good. And the difficulty was pretty legit too. Like I definitely had to play well in order to beat the first big boss in Act 1 there. That game is absolutely worth $30, I would say. Just like I got it on a sale, right? But if I didn't get it on sale, if I paid $30 for it, I would not feel cheated at all because it's such a good experience. Even if it's a little on the short side. Yeah, the graphics, the gameplay, the atmosphere, the music. We said the graphics. I'd be happy to repeat that. The graphics are absolutely insane. But the story, it's just a win all around, I find. There's a lot to like. A whole lot to like. And very little to dislike. If, like, I don't know what there is to... If you don't like Zelda, then you probably won't like this game. I would say that. But Zelda is one of the most popular franchises of all time for a reason. And this game, as I've played it more, it reminds me more and more of Zelda. With having to use your environment, for example, to advance. Who doesn't like Zelda? Zelda's very good, actually. I've never been the biggest Zelda fan. The Zelda I liked the most was the very first one on NES. Just me personally. I played whatever the one was on the Switch. Link to the Past. I never played that one. I'm talking about before that. Like the original Zelda. The very, very first one. Where he gives you the sword. And he's like, this might be useful. This might come in handy. That meme? Something like that. Yeah, that's the one. Thanks, Josh. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. That's the one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I knew I was messing it up. I knew I was messing it up, buddy. Buddy. Yeah, that's that one. In the cave where he gives you the sword. Oh, we got a new job quest here. Gravity. And all enemies nearby. We got an AoE spell here. And he whips out his other sword. Jesus. Jesus, man. Holy McGillicuddies, Josh. I can't take you anywhere. You're so inappropriate. No, I'm just kidding. Picker of locks? Man, I'm gonna pick them locks, baby girl. What's this? What is this? What are these? Brass Sky Pirate Spoil. Huh. Look at this. Right. I'm looking to just sell some shit. here we go. It's over here. Well, I hope you feel better, by the way, Josh. Sorry you're not. Sorry you and the lady are under the weather. Getting each other sick, huh? Can't take you guys anywhere, man. Tried to treat you to a nice movie last night, and y'all just had to go get sick. Unforgivable, man. She started it. A likely story. Is he to be believed, chat? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is he to be believed, chat? I don't know. I don't know. She started it. Ooh, what's that emote? Oh, that's your emote. Bro, that looks amazing. That looks so freaking good, dude. That looks incredible. Dude, that makes me smile, man. Seeing your filthy good emotes. I don't know what kind of fruit that is. What's that fruit from? It's from Kingdom Hearts. I've never played a KH game. By the way, you saw Antokyo's video, right? Dude, I shared it on Reddit. That community sucks. On Reddit, bro. They were not very kind. They were not very kind. It's very unfortunate. It's typical Reddit, you know? Some communities are ass. And they do not seem very hot and sexy, unfortunately. The best gaming community I've ever come across is absolutely... Actually, wait, before I say my answer... I don't have a link right now, bro. I'm sorry. I did it from my other computer. You can just scroll on the... I posted to the Kingdom Hearts subreddit and the Square Enix subreddit. I'm sure you could find it. Sorry, I'm just trying to sell some shit here. Give me 1 second. But, dude, I can't join the 14 community because I'm afraid of spoilers. But my favorite community that I've come across on Reddit is absolutely Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is filled with, like, pretty much only nice people. I'm like, it's unrealistic for there to be so many nice people in one place. Do you Stardew Valley, Josh, or no? Because if not, you really... Back in the day... Okay, so you have played the drug that is Stardew Valley. Dude, Stardew is amazing. While occupied. Stardew is one of the best games I've ever played. That's why it's on my top 30 of all time. Actually, hang on. I kind of want to check my top 30 of all time while we're here. That and Minecraft. I never played Minecraft, actually. Let's check out the top 30 of all time here. Where does Stardew fall? It falls down here in the top 20. Currently, it's at number 19. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 take up the number 20 slot. Behind Total War Shogun. Oh, man, this is good competition here. Oh, man, these are... You know, Hearthstone should really fall down a bit. I don't know. I've done so much Hearthstone. It kind of does deserve to be up here. Chrono, Age of Empires, double Age of Empires. Yeah, fair enough. Expedition 33's got to get moved down, unfortunately. Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 definitely needs to go up there, along with Final Fantasy X. Warcraft 2 and StarCraft, TF2, SimTab. Those are all solid. E33 needs to go down. But Pokemon's, absolutely. Chrono Trigger. Yeah, that one's really amazing, isn't it? Tony Hawk, Hearthstone. Yeah, I mean, the top 20 are pretty locked in. but Stardew is really, really good, man. I wish I could put it higher, but the problem is the competition is stacked. Absolutely stacked. I need to repair. My stuff be breaking. Josh, you need to make a top 25. Or top, top 25. So I started off with top 25. But I needed to increase it to 30. You need more than 5, bro. 5 ain't enough. You gotta make one, bro. You gotta make a top. It's gotta be at least top 20. I know you'll have no problem finding 20 games from your lifetime. I need more, Josh. What are your top 5, though? I assume you don't have a link. You only need 5? Yeah, but 5 doesn't tell the full story. I want to see a more complete picture of you. I'm demanding right now. It tells who you are. What are your top 5 then? Give me your 5. If you don't mind sharing it right now, typing it out. Greetings. Your timing, my friend, is impeccable, for it just so happens that at this very moment, I have need of your assistance. While our lovely Lady Laviva has been out making herself a target for every cutthroat and cur in the realm, I've been focusing my efforts on our main objective. Training? Pah, there'll be time enough for training later. No, I speak of our ultimate goal of spreading knowledge of the Charlian school of astrology throughout the Holy See. As you know, the Vault recently turned down my request to allow Lady Laviva to speak before them, but I am not one to be turned away so easily. No, I have a plan. I will entreat Chief Astrologian Folmore to draw up an official recommendation. The Vault will not so quickly dismiss the words of a man of such standing. Damn, bro. It's a shame you were not here when we streamed Shadow of the Colossus last year. It's a shame. You would have liked to see that playthrough, I bet. Ori and the Blind Forest. I played some of that. Sad. Very sad. The Last of Us. I've played, I don't know, maybe a couple hours of that game. I played a couple hours of Final Fantasy... oh my god, FF7. I'm tempted to stream 7, 9, and 12 of Final Fantasy. Maybe 16. I've never played Final Fantasy 14. Is it good? Yes. 16 is button mashy. Well, you could see I've been liking Astrologian, which is a lot of APM. Yeah, I know, man. I'm kidding, bro. About 14. I'm not that... I don't have Alzheimer's that bad yet. Yes. I know mine uncle loathes me with a passion rarely seen, even in young lovers you might, and there's really no reason why he would aid our cause, being a staunch opponent of change and all. But that does not mean we cannot try. And if we fail, well then we can try again, and again, and again, until he's so annoyed that he writes us the recommendation simply to see us out of his thinning hair. And by we, I mean you. Considering how red the Chief Astrologian became the last time I visited him, I reason it would be detrimental to mine uncle's health should I arrive at his place of research. And we most certainly would not want him to fall ill or collapse before he penned us that. Recommendation. Oh, there's one more word. That's funny. You were right. Nice. So we're gonna play this game for about 1 more hour only, Sag. Damn, there are a lot of side quests here. Oh my god, there are so many side quests clogging up the map. I really do want to go through them, the side quests eventually, and do them all. You're visiting your family in a few weeks? You decided not to move. Wow. You really are trying to work things out with your partner, aren't you? I mean, that must mean things are going well then, yeah? You do seem to be in a good mood, you know? You're not dying in that relationship. Like, oh God, I can't wait. Oh wow, Josh. Your new emotes really must have convinced her, huh? Who do I see disturbing me this fine day but Yanquinard's new scullery maid? I suppose you came here for this. You've been showing her so many. Yanquinard never ceases to amaze, does he? Not only does the lout have the nerve to ask me for aid, but he then refuses to do me the common courtesy of accepting that aid in person. Ever the entitled little shite. More worried about his popularity amongst the fairer sex than how his actions disgrace his family's name. Ah, the slackjaw. I suppose you're wondering why in the world I, of all people, would agree to such nonsense. Well, it is simple. Allowing the heathen Astrologian to dig her own grave in front of the entire vault and the Ishgardian Astrologian community will only serve to accomplish what I wished from the very start. Charlian astrology has no place in Ishgard. It has no place in Eorzea. It has no place in this world. It is dangerous, and it serves no purpose but to take our eyes off what is truly important. Using astrology to free us from the dragon menace and ensure man's return to Hallone's kingdom. Leviva's dithering will only make it that much clearer. And Yanquinar, perhaps this will finally spell his downfall. He has only been allowed to continue this nonsense because he's harmless. Too caught up in the luxury of being in line to count to Durandare's title, to actually put forth any real effort in furthering his cause. Charlian astrology is but an oddity which he can boast about at balls to get him in bed with the slatternly maids of lower houses. His father has protected him thus far, but allowing him and this lady to speak, there will be no brushing under the rug the shame this brings forth. Yanquinar will be finished. God damn. That's some shit. You have a habit of not really communicating enough? You? Not communicating enough? I'm just teasing, buddy. I figure you would, I figure that would not be something you suffered from. I'm not... I hear ya. Letting things boil over, we decide to just sit down and really talk about things. Yeah, like some conflict, you know? A little bit of conflict, right? I tend to shy away from conflict too, but sometimes conflict is good information, you know? That's the way I think about it in the positive way. Conflict really does provide information. Doesn't have to be personal, you know? Like, conflict can escalate into something personal, but best not to. If you want to preserve the relationship, I find. That's just my 2 cents on it. You might talk about it once or twice and then wait for things to take, and then when they don't change, I'm like, deuces! I'll tell you this, Josh, I got one friend, quote-unquote friend. I don't feel comfortable engaging in conflict with this individual. Because, safety purposes. This individual is not someone I trust to, stay sane. So I don't even bother. Oh yeah, talk about, a wife beater in the making, unfortunately. That's why I said quote-unquote friend. Yeah. Yeah, terrible. But you know what? I'll tell you this, Josh. I thank my stars, get it, Astrologian, that I'm not living that person's life. The person, I'm so thankful that I have somehow developed, you know, into a peaceful, joyful person. I'll tell you that. We like never fight or yell at each other or anything like that. And she, well, dude, that's very important. Well, the fighting part, sometimes that's gonna happen, right? Like we were saying, conflict, healthy conflict is fine. But the yelling part, yelling does not sound healthy to me. Now, sometimes you just gotta let it out. But yelling in general sounds like not a good, like the person needs to calm down and then engage in more rational conversation for there to be any progress. Because yelling, yeah, that just means to me that that person is just seeing red. They're not able to think clearly. They're just emotionally, you know, erupting. That does not seem like a way to resolve things, is when someone is having an emotional eruption there. Your parents were the same way? They've been together for like 50 years? Yeah, I mean, because sometimes disagreements are going to happen, right? Sometimes loved ones are going to hurt one another's feelings. It's inevitable. And a lot of times it's not on purpose, you know? A lot of times it's accidental. So, I gotta get back to voice acting, my friend. See ya! But really though, transition. I gotta do this here. Inform me right away once Chief Astrologian Fallmore has denied my request for a letter of recommendation. So, you get back to her? Alrighty, man. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And this will be the only stream of the day, by the way. But it will be a bit longer. We're gonna go for about, I don't know, 5 more hours. So maybe see you again, maybe not. But have a good night if not, my friend. Oh, what is that emote? Thanks for the lurk. Ooh, that's a good one. Nice one. So we might begin work on our next request. Is this? It cannot be. It is. The seal is Fulmore's. How did you... What did he say? No, wait. Mayhap it is better that I do not know. Well, this changes everything. I'll have to arrange another meeting with the vault. Summon the cardinals to Durandare Manor. We'll need wine, and sparrow stuffed pheasant, and pheasant stuffed goose, goose stuffed chocobo, and bards, a whole troop. Not to eat, of course. No, I fear I will no longer be able to join you on Lady Leviva's next opening of the gates. Do give her my regards, though, when you see her in Mordona. God damn, bro, we are traveling all over the place. All over the place. Indubitably. Yeah, I launched this stream accidentally with the category of Final Cana. Whoops. Yeah, I had to change it immediately, but the if anybody got the notification on their phone, it should say Cana, which is not true. So, whoops. The worst is when I accidentally have Hearthstone. Because that's not the variety that we do, that's the main game. Although, could argue this is the main game now. We had one chatter, busted my balls a bit a couple weeks ago, saying, "You're a Final Fantasy streamer now." Hey, what's up, Holly? Yeah, my bad, Holly. Hey, it's wonderful to see you. By the way, I think you've, I think I want to do this for you, Holly. I was waiting for you to pop up. I'm gonna make you a mod. You seem to fit in very nicely here. You never have to do anything as a moderator, but it's just my way of saying I appreciate you. And boy, do I. It was wonderful to see you show up on the Discord. That got me to thinking, should we give her a promotion? And the answer quickly became yes. You don't have to do anything. You have no responsibility, Holly, as a moderator, so don't ever feel like you got to do anything at all. But like I said, it's just my way of recognizing people who I really think fit with the community. Yeah. Appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I assume you don't have off tomorrow. We have off tomorrow in our country for Martin Luther King Day. But you don't have that in Britain, eh? You don't really go on Discord a lot, but when you think about it, you pop on. Yeah, Holly. Yeah, Holly is wonderful. Didn't even know it existed. Ouch. Poor Martin Luther King. Yeah, Holly absolutely deserves it. She's earned it. How long has she been following here while we're following since a year ago? January of a year ago. I gotta sneeze. Forgive me. Give me 1 second here. Ooh. I'm alive. You'll be a forever follower so long as I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Holly. Well, I hope to constantly make you proud. And not disappoint. I'm sure I will disappoint inevitably because everyone sometimes has a bad day and a bad moment. But I am someone that when I don't live up to my own expectations, I try and improve and admit that I was wrong and that I could have done things better. And I try and be a better person. So I can't promise perfection, but I can always promise that I will try and be a better version of myself. And I appreciate you, Holly, a whole bunch. I'm speaking of Holly, I also miss Epica, another moderator here. She was another person that I really appreciate, and we promoted her in similar fashion. You know, people who are just nice. I love the nice people. That's a big reason why Meat Plow got promoted. Very, very nice person. Like offering supportive words, you know, things like that. Where is she nowadays? You know what's sad, Holly? I'm a little worried. I messaged her on Discord and I never heard back from her. And she, I think, was the #1 viewer here in terms of hours watched. She would watch no matter what game we played. Then all of a sudden, poof, she disappeared. So I'm definitely a little concerned. But, I mean, I reached out to her and I didn't hear anything back. So I don't want to pester her, you know? I want to respect... yeah, it's a tough thing in my position, you know? I don't know whether to reach out again. Like, I don't want to bother her. I figure if she wanted to respond, she would have. So I'm just giving her some space and missing her in the meantime. But yeah, she's another person that I was like, you know what? She deserves a promotion as well. Very, very sweet. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, Holly. Forgive me for this transition. I got to go back to this game here. But definitely sending you a big ol' hug. That one last time. I really appreciate you a whole bunch. Thank you so much for all your support and kindness. It means a lot. It means a whole lot, actually. I love me some nice people. It's the least I could do. Give you a little promo. A little pat on the back. Be like, I like this person. Lviva. For once, we were not the bandits' targets. We came across this young woman as she was being dragged into the hills. Though we drove her abductors away, I suspect they've already mustered the courage for a second attack. It's a good thing you and Yan... It's a good thing you... what's going on here? Arrived when you did. The girl claims she's a... What's going on? Oh, where is he? Wait, Quimperane is talking. Is that him on the left? Shaking? Another turnover by Houston. 3 so far. Yeah, I don't have the game on. I don't even know the score right now, Meat. You say rip. I can't... who's winning? The girl claims she's a student at the Athenaeum and recently overheard Yanquinar mention we would be conducting another gate opening in Mordona. She journeyed here on her own in hopes of having the chance to witness your astromancy firsthand. I say we give her something to remember. Yeah, I can't bring up the game here, because then I'm going to get too distracted, meat plow. Lviva. Whimpering. Well, good luck to your team, though, because I don't know who's turning the ball over by your phrasing there. Turnover by Houston? That sounds like... I don't know what to make of that. Like, which team is turning it over, then? That sounds like Houston's turning it over. Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Or are they stealing the ball from the Patriots? That could be it, too. Stealing that there ball. Wrath Frost Bandit. Banditos over here. Trying to steal my booty. I saw an attack come through. It looked rather interesting. But I don't know how to recreate it. There we go. Quimperain here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We're all dying. Oh my god, don't die, guys. Oh my god, they're freaking dying, bro. Quimperain died? Oh, fuck. Where is he? We didn't instantly die. You're playing Hearth with me in the background. You find me relaxing. What happened to Quimperain? Tell me he didn't die in the story here. Alright, he seems to be okay. Whoops, sorry, buddy. That makes me happy to hear, Holly. Little bit. I like playing games as well. With a peaceful streamer alongside. Hell yeah. I get that. I get that. It's nice hanging out with people, you know? It's just nice to be around certain kinds of people. And I really, I'm grateful that you find me, pleasant to be around. You have my apologies, Lady Lviva. I did not think your only fault was the insatiable thirst for knowledge. A realm where one must apologize for being a victim is no realm worth living in. But why would those men attack me? Oh, it's a lady. Did not realize it was a lady. I believe it is now quite obvious that these bandits were not meant for you, but for me. It would seem that certain parties fear the spread of Charlian astrology and will stop at naught to prevent it. My Charlian constellation chart, the bandits, it must have been torn when they seized me. Here, you may take mine. I have the stars committed to memory. Holly, forgive my accent. I don't know how I'll ever be able to, but I will think of something. Just you wait. I will repay this kindness tenfold. Lviva. Nice song here. All right, Quimperane is alive here. Lady Leviva, you mentioned something about certain parties wanting to prevent the spread of Charlian astrology. Have you any idea who they might be? I do, but I shall require more proof before I can be certain. You and Yuna should be able to assist me with that. However, as they say, first things first. We have a gate to open. Where are we in this map? Oh, we're right next to them. We're right next to it. Here it is, our destination. We will be switching to Cana, Bridge of Spirits, at the top of the hour, about 40 minutes from now. That game is absolutely gorgeous. And like I was saying to Josh earlier, it definitely made me a bit misty-eyed last night during that one part. I'll need to upload that VOD still to YouTube. There! The Yua! Focus, Yuna! Focus, and let the constellation's ether twine with your own. I will focus. It is said, through the fifth heaven flows a mighty river, carrying the water spilled forth from the scholar's vessel. Scholar. That's not how to pronounce it. And in that water is the strength of all that have come before, and all who will follow. Thu, T-H-E-W? Thu, spun from Nymea's loom. Thu from, what is that word? T-H-E-W? What the hell? Thu. Muscular strength. I've never heard that word. Muscles and tendons perceived as generating physical strength. She touched his magnificent thews. Wow. Wow. I've never heard that word. Oh shit, I just got rid of that message. And now the power of the Yua is forever yours, and forever shall it point you to victory. Well, we learned that word, thew. T-H-E-W, meaning muscles. Wow. Vocab, baby. While I cannot forgive our patron for skipping yet another of his lessons, I cannot deny that the passion hidden deep beneath all his posturing may have its uses. Word of our field is spreading, and our inherent nature has begun to stir. Curiosity is proving the better motivator than skepticism and faith. Our time may come soon. Loving this music. That was a really, really nice song right there, that melody. Melodious. Let's travel back up there. So we're gonna complete this job quest, do a dungeon or two, and then we'll switch games, because we don't have much time left, actually. These dungeons will take, you know, 10-ish minutes. Something like that. Might have time for 3. Do not tell me. Lady Leviva was attacked again. I knew it. And without a reading, my talents grow by the day. What is this you claim? A fellow astrologian was moved by my words and went to witness the unlocking. That is amazing. I wonder who it could be, though. I would certainly recall speaking in detail with a young, supple, mind. I must find this woman and hold another, special lesson with her. Jeez, this guy. Can't think of the word. The real hound dog, this guy. Lesson? Ah, that reminds me. Lady Leviva asked me to teach you a new technique before you head to open the fifth heaven's gate, which you've already gone and done. Ah, but it appears you are able to overcome your ordeal without it. Yes, exactly according to my lesson plan. You still wish me to teach you the technique. Very well then, though I do not really see the point. Alright, so we learn a new skill. I don't think we're level 50 yet, though. No. We're level 45, right? What was this guy? Surecast. Spells can be cast without interruption. I never used that. Gravity. Alright, what do we never use? I literally use all of these. Swift cast, ascend. I can, oh god, I hate getting rid of the revive. But, goodbye revive. Where is it? Gravity. And combust. Oh, we got a better combust? Wait, oh, wait, what? It automatically upgraded. It deals more damage over time. Nice. And gravity. We got gravity here. Cool. Light speed is good. Lucid dreaming is good. I need all these. I need all these. Asuna. Benefic? I don't need Benefic 1, actually. I could cut that. Alright. So I could get that healing back up. It's Swift Cast and Revive. In case someone dies. We have to bring them back to life. Alright. Alright, we're gonna do this dungeon here. Bang! Doesn't take long. We're a healer. Healers are very in demand. It's nice to be wanted. Oh, shit. Yeah, actually, healing is my main, Holly. I love healing. Back when I played Team Fortress 2, the first class I ever fell in love with was Medic. Keeping people alive, it's what I love to do. Yeah, I like to support the team. Oh, that's cool that you can see that in my personality. It's probably because I'm also a teacher. You know, I love to help people out. So, like, for example, in Hearthstone, no matter their skill level, I want to bring them into my bosom. Welcome them in, you know, and support them and watch them grow from a sprout into a tree. What are these classes here? Viper and Machinist. Okay. So we give everyone a whole bunch of buffs. Oh shit, I just gave someone a buff without knowing. Math and chemistry were my subjects. They also had me teaching other stuff like computer science, but math and mostly math is my favorite. I've always loved math since I was a kid. I've been weird. I've been a weird guy, you know? Well, no one here likes math, pretty much. Except the people who do. So I've always been different. I've always been different, Holly and chat. Which is fine. It's just I'm used to it, you know? You do like math? I'll tell you this, a lot of people don't like math because it makes them feel dumb. And they're not dumb. It's just they just don't understand. And math can, if you don't understand, you're not going to be able to solve these problems. So that's why I say it's very important to have a good teacher and a good education. You do love math? Hell yeah, a couple people here liking math. I'd love to read what you're saying, but I'm a little busy at the... now we're in a dungeon where I actually have to do a lot. This job that I'm playing, or this Astrologian, it's a new healer that we just unlocked a couple days ago. It's incredibly complicated. So I have a lot to do here. all the time. Like even right now, I'm kind of giving my team buffs. And I'm also trying to heal give people heals constantly. Like constantly. There is no time off right now for me in this, it's called a job. The Astrologian. But since it's so busy and it requires so much micro, it really appeals to me a whole bunch. I'm able to support the team a lot with my activity here. So right now I'm giving a defensive buff to the tank. Right now I'm going to give an offensive buff to this machinist who's a gunner. Now I'm giving a group-wide heal, which gives everybody regenerative bonuses as well. So they're going to regenerate their health over time. And now I'm going to give my tank another buff. In 15 seconds, I'm going to draw 3 more cards here to give more buffs. And so now I do a little bit of damage. Now I get a little time off. I didn't get far in school in math, though, as your math teacher was terrible and couldn't handle a rowdy class and you wanted to learn. Oh, that is very sad. That's a sad story right there. That's like a nightmare. Is someone who wanted to learn, but fate said no. That's terrible. You were told once that there are 2 types of people, math, science, or social English. Yeah, I mean, I get that. But I also like to think that we can learn anything given the right environment, the right teachers. Like, for example, why put ourselves in a box and limit ourselves to say, I'm only good at this, or I'm not good at that? That tank just was crazy. I couldn't keep them alive. The tank went all in. I don't know what was up with that tank right there. Like, I was running with them, trying to keep them alive. That tank bit off way more than they could chew. A little too much. I definitely don't... I'm gonna die now. Yeah, this one tank was just a little too gung-ho is all. I don't know what they were doing. They were fine until that one maneuver. You're a healer at heart too? Always was a healer. Nice. Okay. We got this. Well, the one nice thing about that, I don't blame myself. What's going on, Greg? I see you logging in and out, man. You're trying to get something to work? Oh, there's a shortcut here? No. I was gonna say. Your aimbot, was it, Greg? Trying to get that to work? Nah, just a joke. I don't know what the tank was thinking there, though. I was doing my best to run with them and keep them alive, but they like I said, bit off a little too much. That's all good, though. Thankfully, I haven't really seen any angry people in this game. And we've played this game, I don't know, 200 hours. I've yet to see someone just treat someone terribly. Healer always gets the blame. I'll tell you this, being a new healer, I always blame the tank. I will, so unless it's my fault, which it never is. There have been a few times where, but I have to specify I'm new. So I remember the first time I blamed the tank, not in chat, not in group chat here in the game, just on stream. I thought the tank bit off more than they could chew. But it turns out, I think they were fine looking back on it. But I didn't know that as a new healer. And the thing is, you're supposed to run with the tank. So you can run with the tank. That ends up being very good. But I didn't really know all that. So I was like, yo, that tank went in way too far, when really I think they were fine. Now today, this tank, that tank definitely went in too far. Look at this tank, bro. He's fighting off way too much. If we can keep him alive, I'll be impressed. This tank likes to pull big mobs. Like really, really big mobs. We kept them alive right there, but it took some serious buffing. No wonder they died before. I thought they were fine at the beginning of this map. This map is very simple, by the way. Like, I'm impressed that they are getting close to dying on this map. Like, I was running this map earlier as a tank. It was very simple. And if I can do it just fine, that's saying something. Give me a minute, Greg. This is what makes healing fun. You don't want the downtime to DPS. Keep me on my toes. Yeah, I mean, this tank is definitely keeping me on my toes. I'll give you that. This is the final boss of this dungeon. Greg, I don't know if you heard me say this earlier, but I have yet to play Gunbreaker, Machinist, and Dancer. Just to give you an update as we're talking about, you know, different roles. Do you have any recommendations, Greg, on what I should try next? Gunbreaker, Machinist, or Dancer? Any recommendation? Let's see, Dancer and Machinist are both ranged. But Gunbreaker is a what? A tank. A DPS tank? Gunbreaker is technically melee with a gun. And I also don't even have Bard yet. So yeah, it does sound like the ranged classes are not really my cup of tea at the moment, unless it's healer. Because healer we're and black mage. Oh, samurai. I like samurai, but that's melee. Do you play any of those classes somewhat regularly, Greg, or no? Those jobs? You'll say you personally don't care for machinist, but it's big damage. You love dancer. Really? I am not giving a commendation to that tank. I'll give it to the Viper. That tank does not get my comm. Taking on entire mobs like that? No, I'm good on that. All right, we'll do the Arum. Do a new dungeon here. Yeah, I'll need to try them all, Greg. I want to try them all on stream, though. Matter of fact, if you're going to run more dungeons, I'll join me on Dancer, if that's okay. Yeah, fortunately, we literally just joined one. But, yeah, I could do one more after this. It'll be Arum Vale here, because it's the only one I can play. Oh, they're hugging the left. They're hugging the left, which is actually very, very smart. Wow, look at them. This was very interesting how they chose to do this tank. I've never done this as this tank. Trying to keep the tank alive. It's not going great. Somehow the tank lived here. Tank died. I actually missed a buff on that tank. I thought I put something on that tank, ended up not. But actually, I do share some blame there. Although I did a decent job overall. What's up with these tanks right now? They're taking too much. They're just taking too much damage. He says, my bad, wanted to give it a shot. I can't type. Gotta play. Oh shit, I just pressed the wrong thing, man. I just wasted my best heal. Yeah, Greg, after this dungeon's over, we definitely team up. You want to be a dancer? Let's dance, baby. I'll definitely do one dungeon with you to wrap up this portion of the stream. Gotta focus here, though. These tanks be taking some damage today. Yeah, no, I got time. I got time, Greg. I definitely have time. It's only 4:40, and I'm in one dungeon. I'll have time to do one more, really. Well, we're gonna do like 4 hours of Kana anyway, bro. This was just meant to be like a short pregame show, really. I just want to get my Astrologian up a little bit closer to level 50 so I can start doing it in daily roulettes. Oh, by the way, I got Paladin up to level 50, so I can now play tanks. I can play tank now. You have to be level 50 to do tanks for these daily... They're called daily roulettes. It's a way to like level up every day, but you gotta be level 50. So yeah, I got Paladin up. We're on the same time for roulettes. Leech some fast queues. I typically do roulettes either around 9 o'clock at night, like between 9 and 11:30 at night, or first thing in the morning when I wake up, like around 7 to 9 in the morning. So either early in the morning or late at night. And late at night, the queues are much faster. What is this? I mean, you can just knock them out right now, Greg. Like, anytime tonight when I'm streaming is a great time to do it. I'd highly recommend doing it in the evening time, yeah, because the player base is more active than first thing in the morning. Yeah, exactly, Greg. In the morning, it's hit or miss. And, what's it called? Alliance raids are very bad in the morning. They take forever to find players. But I would work on, I was gonna say I would work on you. I would work with you to do some roulettes, but I just don't have time right now. I got Duquesne. Because I'm gonna get level 50 soon with this class. Meaning I could do some roulettes, but I gotta switch. We got to switch. Alliance Raid's been messing with you, specifically World of Darkness. I don't know if I know that one. Is that one not fun? Is that tedious? I don't know them. I think I have that one actually, now that we're talking about it. It does sound familiar. I think I definitely have that one actually. Are you finding that you're dying? That's probably the one with the Hydra at the end. With the gut juice. The gastric juice. I bet it's that one. Legendary on Hearth. What did you play, Holly? Congratulations. You sound happy. Like hearing that. What deck did you play? Yeah, I know that one. You've been getting no visual notification. You gotta look up at the top of your screen, Greg. If you look up at the top, you should be able to see that you have Doom there. Dragon Priest. Wow. Nice. Well, dragons are really, really good right now. So that's awesome, Holly. Congratulations. You're gonna get some good, oh, Jesus. Look at this tank. Look how much this tank is pulling. I don't pull this much. This tank is pulled way too much. This tank is crazy, man. Even I can see this tank is crazy. tank is batshit, yo. Absolute batshit. And pulled it off, too. We actually pulled that off. I can't believe we pulled that off. But that's the power of Astrologian, because I could actually give this tank a whole lot of buffs. I gave him as many buffs as I could. And it actually worked. This is another tank I'm not going to give a comment. Why are these players doing this? Like, why? There's no need. Yeah, Greg, I thought he was dead too. I thought they were dead too. I'm patting myself on the back, though, for just keeping them alive. But thankfully, I know my buffs. Greg, remember I was telling you Y and B here, the yellow and the blue? These ones right here, the yellow and the blue, they're always defensive buffs. So I'm just putting both of them on the tank as much as possible. And the damage buff I'm putting on the appropriate person. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate the kind words there. I definitely feel very confident on this class now. But, boy. Challenging sometimes. A little bit of reckless play, I'd say, from some teammates here and there, but we do what we can. Holly, I'm just going to say one thing to maybe help out Greg if he's typing, to save him some typing. One nice thing about Final Fantasy XIV here is you can switch from job to job whenever you want. So on Greg's one account, if he wants to play tank a little bit, he can. If he wants to switch to DPS, he can. On the same character. You don't need to make a new character to have a different play style, a different role. And if he wants to play healer, he could do that. So that's one of the nice features of this game, is you don't have to make a new character just to get... You don't have to put in all that time with like, oh, I want to play as a healer. Let me, gotta make a new character, you know? Got a couple commendations there. Alrighty, Greg. You ready to do one final dungeon? Sick. Let's see, Holly. There's a free trial of this game, which grants you unlimited playtime, and you can get all your jobs up to level 70. Now, if you notice here, these are all the jobs that I have. Yeah, but Greg and I are on quite a bit. We're on quite a bit, though, even though there's a time zone issue. You're right. So, Holly, my point, though, for the free trial is you can get all your jobs up to level 70. I've put how much time into this game? 185 hours, and I have none of them at level 70. So you could do all this with a free trial. You don't have to spend a dime. So that's my point. All right, Greg, I'm going to fire this puppy up. You already have characters on it. Okay. And I didn't mean... yeah, forgive me for maybe explaining some things that you may have already known. I didn't know if you were familiar with the job like being able to switch from job to job whenever. Didn't mean to over-explain. Mansplain. By the way, after this game, after this dungeon, I'm going to need to take just a few minutes of a break to, like I said, take care of the dog and get myself a little bit of food here. Yeah, Holly, if you do choose to play, I know Greg and I could speak for Greg. He's a very friendly guy. We'd be more than happy to team up with you and do what we can to assist you. Greg is very, very nice man. I think I can speak for him in this regard and say that. What is this? Reaper. That's Reaper. No, it's Summoner and Dancer. Okay. Let's see what this tank chooses to do. Now, I know it's good to hug this wall that this tank is doing. It's very good to hug this wall. Because then you don't have to pull the whole room. Now this tank, I don't mind what this tank is doing. Because I've been able to give him all the regens, all the healing. Oh shit, he's dying though. Don't die, buddy. I gave him 2 more defensive buffs. And the tank is doing great. Tank is... Oh, Greg is in this. That's right. Forgot about that. We literally just invited Greg. By the way, for those who don't know, in this game, Greg's character is named Tater Toddington. A truly exceptional name. The old Tater. Old Tater. Tater Toddington. What a great name. He nailed the character creation. He's this little guy over here. This is Greg. Little dude. Who are you calling little, chump? Are you playing, Greg? You're playing Dancer. Nice. I'm gonna give you all my buffs then, Greg. Here, take a damage buff. This job really does put out a lot of healing. I don't need this fruit. Alright, that dude's dead. Gave you a damage boost right there, Greg. Pretty much, Greg, whenever you see that card go up over your head, that's me giving you a damage boost. You're the only one I'm gonna give, the only buff I'm ever gonna give you, Greg, is damage. Tank seems very good. About to die. My God, man. This job is very powerful. Astrologian. Very, very powerful. The healing is, like, remarkable. Yeah, the ability to keep your team alive, the tank alive, is insane. You can just stack so much healing and defensive buffs on them. It's very impressive. The only thing is there's a lot to do. So you got to remember to press all your buttons. Like right now, I oftentimes forget to press that one button. Greg, here's some damage. The tank doesn't even need a buff here. I'll give him the buff anyway. So I switched chairs. I'm not in that black chair that I've been in. This chair sucks. This chair absolutely sucks. Like, my ass is already hurting. Whereas that other chair, never hurts. This chair is just poop. Little poopy chair. Just get rid of it. I've had this chair like 20 years. Off this chair. I don't know. Well, I mean, I switched back to it today, Holly, thinking, you know, it'll be fine. It's not fine. It's not. Also, that phrase, poopy chair, maybe not the best phrase. It kind of conjures an image that I don't really want to go for. The quality is terrible. The appearance of the chair is fine, but thankfully it has not taken on a brown hue. At least not that I know of. There is some serious shit going on in this dungeon. Fuck, I got hit by stuff. I'm silenced. I can't cast spells. There we go, we're back. Jack. We survived that. That was crazy. Yo, I am proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Being able to keep people alive right now is not the easiest thing in the world. It's just not. Forgetting to draw my cards. It's mental. At least I'm not mental. Not yet. My faculties haven't gone just yet in life. We still got some semblance of cognition happening up here. I don't know what you're referring to about mental, Holly, by the way. I'm just riffing here. This unfortunately will be the conclusion of not the stream, but take your pick, but of Final Fantasy. we're going to switch to the absolutely gorgeous Cana, Bridge of Spirits, where our job will be to rescue some kind of spirit who is is unable to pass on, pretty much, to the afterlife. Really, really beautiful game. We rescued one corrupted spirit last night, and it really hit me emotionally, which I love. I love that a game can make me feel things to that extent. It's very impressive, I think. And the graphics are insane. Female main character, which is definitely my preference, considering I always play as a female if I can, lady if I can. Games that don't allow you to choose sex is a little annoying. Old school. Boy, this guy is getting destroyed. This enemy. Here, Greg, take a final damage buff. You won't need it. That was easy. Now, this tank did great. That tank did awesome. And they left immediately without giving anyone a commendation, it looked like. That's okay. Alrighty, Greg. I'm gonna kick you out of the party, buddy, but it was fun. Here for a good time, not a long time. Ooh, look at our character right now. Our character looks amazing. We're at level 49. So our gear is gonna get a big bump at level 50. Hell yeah, Greg, we'll have to do... So Greg, you wanna see something annoying, something unfortunate here? I still need to do my high level dungeon, my trial, my main scenario, and my alliance raid for the day. So dude, I wish I could play more of this game right now, but I cannot. I cannot. Speaking of level 50, you know? All right, let's see if the PlayStation will start the way it's intended to. Sometimes it gives me a little trouble connecting to the computer, which I end up working out off stream. Oh, it worked just fine.